Hello folks, Foxo back again. Ouch, that's loud. This is now part 18 of my survival series, but this isn't actually in survival. After I haven't played for about 2 days now, and when I came back I had a look at the last video I made, and I just wasn't in the mood, so I thought I'd come into creative mode and plan my new base, which is what it's going to look like. I've spent some time on this. It's not like my normal build that I've done in the past, so I made it a bit more compact, but yeah, I'm happy with it now. It took me a little while to work it out. It's going to have the same farming capabilities as my other ones. As you can see, it's a bit more compact. I quite like it actually. I found a horrible planet in creative mode. It's got terrible weather, but you don't get hurt by it. But it's a planet with spodonium on it, so you can put it in the ground. As you can see what I've done there. It took a while to work out how to make sure we plant them so that they're in nice straight lines, because they are awkward. If you don't get them right and try and farm them, they block your way of getting to them, so you can't put them too close together. Otherwise you can farm one and not the other, you know, so you got to be a bit careful. I'll explain how I did it. I'm not going to build it all again right now. I've been at this for quite a while to work out how to do it, but I'm quite happy with it. I tried it in yellow to have a bright colour, and it just didn't look right, so I did my normal thing, did it in grey and did it in black, and I prefer the black. Also in blue, which is my favourite colour, but it just doesn't look right in blue. I don't know why, but yeah, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. What you see up here, these verandas, they're not verandas, they're pilot caches, that's what I'm calling them. You'll see what I mean in a minute, I'll show you. I've got to manage to get that big ship one landed on my pad, and I got it off him, obviously creative mode, so I don't need any money, do I? It's not a bad ship, because it's the biggest one, and I'll show you the problem you have with them. Most of you will know anyway. When you jump out of these, they send you quite far forward. So if it's high, like that one up there, if I didn't have the veranda, you'd drop down onto the roof here, which is not so bad. But in survival mode, I don't know if you get any damage on that little drop. I think you might do. So I thought I'd better put a safety net. So that's why I call that pilot caches, because when you jump out, you end up on the veranda. But anyway, I'll show you that in a minute. And I went up to the base, the station, to check that the ship gets put down okay. And yeah, because it's compact, well within the circle, it's fine. And this holds, believe it or not, 200 samarium and 100 spodonium. I can actually get a lot more spodonium in, but that was fine. But the samarium, yeah, that was a bit of a problem, working that out in that small space. Because the boxed area that I've got there is initially a 7 by 11. So you, oh, stop doing that, keep it in the space to go up. So if you count it, you got count the roof tiles, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 by 7, and I've just added these on the ends. You need these end bits to be able to walk around the plants. That's what I normally do. Yeah, there's a lot of glass. Not as much, I don't think, as I've used previously. I did initially put some glass around where my, because this is where what I'm looking at now is where my storage is, and I wanted to make it a little bigger, but it just didn't look right, so I took it out because I put glass all around the edges. Yeah, I've done some changes. This isn't the first iteration. One of them was just as big as the other one, and it just didn't look right, so I cut it down, and this is what I come up with. I'm quite happy with it. My problem now will be replicating it exactly the same as this. Obviously I'll keep this save, and I can refer back to it, but yeah, remembering all the nitty gritty bits of doing all this bits in the centre, because it is quite awkward getting the line square, like, you know, this bit here. You go inside, there's nothing in here, just leads up to the top bit, and to get to the storage area. And to get to the dome, you have to go into the top bit. So yeah, let's get into the game. without camera mode and just have a quick walkthrough. Yeah, normal. Nuclear efficiency, I've done it again, I like my pipes. And yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So this is going to be quite a task in survival, I would think, because of the amount of resources. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of work in survival. Anyway, to go inside here first, show you how I did this lot. Now this is the awkward part. Now what I did, I built the upper bit first by putting the 7x11. To see how I did that, you can watch one of my other videos. I did it the same to completely surround the square box above it. See the square building? That's the square building above the round base, and then to completely surround it like I did in the last one, and then make this 7 wide and 11 long, which is just the right amount to get that amount of samarium in. But I did that first before doing any of this down here, and then after I did that, I dropped the walls down, these walls here, using the slabs, the single slabs, and also the double wall, like this wall here. On some of it's on some of that, I think. Can't remember which one it is now. I varied it. Some of it's these small slabs. Oh, those. Let's see if I delete it. See, that's a big wall. That's a big wall. Excuse me, that's a big wall, and there's slabs. So what you do, you drop it down from the top. What you have to do is, should I delete that bit to show you how I got that? Because you can't, when you delete that, look, you can't connect to that. So the way to do it is to not have that there, but to, well, it should go in there. It should click on that one, or did it go on the top? See, now I've done it. I've bloody forgotten. Oh yeah, 'cause these are in the way now. I can't do it. But that's how you would do it. They wouldn't be there. I can't do it because the plants are there, I think. Let's just delete them because it doesn't matter. It's creative, isn't it? See if that will work. Because I know I put it up here somehow. How was it? Well, that's weird. Why isn't it connecting? Normally it would connect underneath. Maybe something's blocking it. You see, like that, and then drop down. But no, it's not going on the bottom one either. Let's put the... Yeah, it's a while since I did this, so that's the point, remembering it all. It's crazy. Oh, go this way. I'm on the wrong one, you twit. Right, will it go now or not? I might have to delete that whole area to show it. It's going at the top, but it won't let me. Oh yeah, I know what I did. I put it at the top. Now that reminds me. Got the roof. Put the roof on. Then gone back to the single one and drop it down. Drop it down until it gets to here, like that. And then you've got you can go right down and then carry along. But you need to delete these, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that one, and put your wall back in as normal. So you're now able to, where are we? Oh, that's what I did, yeah, just remembered. Now, you can put that back when it will line up. Oh, wrong one, stupid boy. Turn around, there you go. And that's how you get the drop down from these, because it won't attach to these. So you have to delete one, do what I just did there, by putting it on the back one, putting the roof on, and then putting the end bit on and dropping it down. And there you have it, you've got your drop down, and you just carry on from here, doing the square bits and the corner bits. I think that's like telling somebody to suck eggs. You'll see how to do it as you go. So yeah, that's how I managed to do that, to get that wall straight all the way down. Let's tidy this up. Where are we? See, that's it. And you just carry on along all the way along. The hardest bit, the fiddly bit, is again you must, this is very important when you're building something like this, with this sort of floor, to get these to line up properly, these little squares, and you need a 90-degree angle, and so you need to start, for argument's sake, somewhere. What I did was, as you can see, I started like this. I put this in to give me my square or my angle there, and then trial and error, dropping one down so that it's straight on that side as much as you can get it, straight on that side as much as you can get it, and then lay them all the way down to at least 10 or 12 long, and make sure they don't come out or go in, so they stay straight. And you have to do the same going that way. So you have to have a length of these running all the way along here to at least 10 of these squares, and then follow those, put those 10 down that, going that way, making sure that there's no gaps as you go along when you get to that one. 10's about right. Yeah, this is all the time here, this storm. Anyway, and that's how you get your angle, to make sure that they're all lined up properly. And then fill the whole floor out, and I'll show you how to put these in. And to get these nicely lined up like that, they're not 100% nicely lined up, but they're better than some I've seen that have planted their plants out in the open. They're all squiggly piggly. They're not too bad, and it's not that hard lining them up. So what you do, if you've got an area where you've got this, so you can plant your Spodonium, or any plant really, to be honest, if you want it nice and neat. Let's delete these, put some slabs in. Oh, where are the slabs? Stupid boy, they're on the same one. Okay, see, the slabs will follow the path. Oh, a different colour now, never mind. Okay, what you do, it's like this, okay? So you stand obviously on this slab where you're not going to do anything. Go to the plant, get the plant that you want to plant, and for me it's going to be Spodonium, obviously. Okay, won't plant there, but what you do, you stand here with your reticle in the center, don't move it, leave it there, press F delete, and it's there. Just adjust it slightly to bring it in line with that line and that line, if you see what I mean, and then just plant it. Rinse and repeat, hold it there in the center, press F and delete it. When you come back out, it's roughly there, and just do that all the way along. Bit finicky, but it gives you your decent straight lines. Do it again. There you go, they're not too badly lined up, well, not directly straight, but they'll do. And just carry it all the way along, and so that's how I made all this lot. Yeah, so it's cool. And there is 100 plants here. There's 16 in a row. So we've got 96 altogether on both sides, including both sides, that is. And then one in, just for fun, I put one in each corner, so making it 100. So 96, 97, 98, in that far corner 99, and obviously 100 in that far corner. So yeah, I could have planted them somewhere else, but I just wanted that to make it, you know, symmetrical. As people know from my last, if they watched my last buildings, I like things symmetrical. Anyway, let's investigate inside. See, this doesn't have anything inside it, this just comes back out. I never put anything in the bottom one once I've got it all sorted, and this will take us up to the terrarium. And this was the excuse me. This was the awkward bit to work out, because I couldn't get 200 in here. I only had the square. I didn't have this line that you see here now. I had it up to here, and I needed another what is it, 6, 10. I need another 10. So I opened this out and put 6 in here and 4 in the last bit over here, I think. Yeah, 4 over here. I extended this out, and I didn't have them initially out the front, but I extended this out and just put 4 in the center. So that lot gave me totally, I've got 200 in here. I think Each line is 20 long, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20 long. So that's 40, 80, and I can't remember how many was here. 2, 4, 6, oh yeah, 12. So that's 92. 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. Yeah, so it's quite odd. 98, there's 100. 4 there, so that's 104. And again, these lines are 20 long. Other than this isn't 20 long. But it does, it all adds up to 200, the total. And so it's a bit awkward working it out at first. But yeah, it's done. So cool. And then I put the doors on the side so we can come out. And then I added the front bit after I'd done all this, which was, it's got idea fellows in, obviously in this mode. I haven't got these NPCs yet, but obviously prior to that I did get these 3. So I'll put them in the front. There's no titivating yet. You know, you can stack some furniture down here or whatever. I just haven't done that yet. So this is how I want my place to be. In survival mode, but it's going to take a while to get that, I think. Yeah, definitely. And my nuclear fission that powers this lovely little place, very compact. It's not as open and wide as the other ones. And right now I'll show you this function of the pilot catcher. Pop me. I just had something to eat, it's repeating myself. So I hope you like it, folks. I'm happy with it. Oh, let's get on there. Let's call my ship. Alright, get on there. Yeah, and you can come off and get inside. What, I haven't saved my storage, have I? Have I saved my storage? I can't remember if I saved it or not. The storage is down there. Let's have a look. I don't think you can get down that way. There we go, it's storage. Bit tight, but I left it like this. I've got the skyline because it's always darkish here. I put these lights in, or the floor roofs, the floors for those up there, and they give you some light during the night if it's always night. And this will go onto the back thing. Now if I call the ship here, watch. When you come out of the big ships, it doesn't plop you here or in front of it, it'll plop you there. I think most of you all know this. So if I go like that, see, instead of getting on the floor, I'm in the pilot catcher. You know? Yeah, okay. But it's more important on these ones because they're higher up. And it will drop you in the pilot catcher. Pilot catcher. I like this ship, it's cool. It's only a B class though. Look, let's have a look. B class, 26 plus 26 shield. Well, not bad. But yeah, it's creative, you can get them anywhere, can't you? It doesn't matter. It's easy. Right, and you jump out and onto the pilot catcher instead of dropping down there. And you can either go back and get in this way, you can get in that way, or use the platform to get in that way when he drops you out. And there you have it, up to the and then up to the dome. Yeah, so that's going to be how it is, I hope. It is going to be a while, I reckon, before I get to this stage that I'm able to do it like this. I'll need, before I can do this sort of a build, I'll need a freighter and at least a hauler with some space in it to get all the stuff that we need. So it's going to be a while, but I'll get there. And yeah, this doesn't look like much. I wanted one of these up there as well, but for some reason having that on the on the third tier, because this is 7 stories in total. So on the fourth tier, I had that initially, but the stairs kept disappearing. So I just bunged a normal circular one in without having that framework. So yeah, quite pleased with it, to be honest. Very compact, but still a good little farm. It's not a small farm, it's still big inside. You've still got, like I said, 200 samarium and 100 spidarium. But yeah, they look cool though, don't they, like this, instead of being in their pods. Yeah, I like it like that, it's cool. But yes, resource hungry. I think all my builds are resource hungry. It's just the way I like to do it. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm not going to build it again. I'm just not going to do it. Not right now. I'm going to have to take some screenshots to when I finally do it in survival to make sure I get it the same. Because when you try and replicate something that you've done before, you never get it exactly the same. There's always something that you do different or do it wrong, even though I have this as a reference. Anyway guys, if you've got this far, I thank you very much, and I hope you like my new endeavour, and I'll catch you in the next one.